welcome back to my channel. It is Pluto of Pluto's Muse. This is going to be our collective reading for the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. All right, this is the last lunar eclipse for the year of 2023. So prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. This should be very exciting. This is going to be the ending of an old cycle and the beginning of a completely new cycle of your life, especially when it comes to lunar eclipses. The same thing similar to a solar eclipse. It is going to be a very significant shift in energy after this eclipse occurs. So, of course, take what resonates, leave the rest. I am going to read a couple Moonology cards that came out of the deck, the Moonology deck. I'm going to read these cards. I actually have my Amalfi Coast candle burning. This is a lemon candle, and it's just giving all the Taurus vibes. It's giving all the vibes. First off, it's also making me want pasta. I feel like first off, that's another thing. That's another thing I'm picking up on. This moon is going to hit on multiple things. For those of you that don't know, I'm actually a Taurus moon. I'm a Taurus moon. Ain't that crazy? I'm actually a Taurus moon. So, me and my Taurus moon, we've been sleepy. And we've been trying to be productive, but it's definitely been a very interesting eclipse season. So hopefully you guys resonate with this message. Of course, again, I don't know if I already said it, because I know I'm bouncing around. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box for channel songs. And if the reading resonates and you need further guidance, of course, you can book a personal reading with me. Now, let's see what's going on with this energy. I don't know whether I want to read the Taurus card first or the full moon lunar eclipse. Actually, let's do this one. Before we actually get into this one, though, let's talk about what this moon is just in general. All right. So when it comes to full moons, especially because we already had the new moon solar eclipse in Libra in the beginning of the month, because we are at the end of October right now. There's a need for you to know that the energy that is currently taking place at this time is a culmination of the energy that has compiled since that last solar eclipse. There's been a lot of shifts. All right. There's been a lot of things. A lot of people know that also this moon is kind of like the ending of a 2-year cycle that we've been in, especially with the nodes switching out of Scorpio and Taurus last year. Now that we're in Aries and Libra, this is kind of like a finalization of the energy we experienced while the nodes were in those placements. And I feel like right now, above all else, regardless of what comes out, the universe, your guides, my guides, want us to know that it is completely okay and safe to surrender things to the divine. All right. The things that you're confused about, your worries, your stress, the things that you're trying to build for yourself and you're not completely sure about how they are going to come into fruition. But you're willing to put the energy in, things like that. You're willing to go hard for what you want. I feel like your guides are letting you know, have faith in the unknown. Have faith in what you don't see. Believe in the impossible. There's a card in that deck that says believe in the impossible. I can't remember which one it is. But believing in the impossible is something that you should do right now, because I feel like everything that you want is very much so possible. Even if it isn't coming from the avenues that you've already encountered. All right. So this reading should be very optimistic. Hopefully I'm going to use my Nightmare Before Christmas deck again because it's still Halloween time and I'm excited for this. Look into what a lunar eclipse or a full moon eclipse is about now. So this card says conclusions are within reach. So it's given 10-10. It's given 10-10 things coming to an end. All right, let's see how this plays out. So the conclusions are within a reach. Not are within a reach, are within reach. Full moon eclipse card is actually on pages 96 and 97. Somebody in this reading could be born in 96 or 97, or those years are significant here. It says full moon eclipse, and just like that, a door slams shut. If you've pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is about to reach its peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as it might be. Forgiving someone or what they did could be key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. The attune to the moon message is, that which is meant for me will not pass me by. You also have, it says, doors which slam shut now will not reopen. All right. So some of you guys need to know that after this full moon eclipse, I mean, of course, everybody has free will. If you want to engage in something, you absolutely could. But if you finalize anything around this moon, if you're doing a burning bowl ritual or cord cutting, or you're trying to release something, someone, whatever it is, it's very likely that this cycle will be closed. All right. And that may be exactly what you've been asking for. So kudos to you. This is your time. This is your time if you're ready to release. It says it's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Meditation, pranayama, and yoga nidra are all recommended now. Love some yoga. Some of you guys need to be doing yoga right now. Meditating for sure as well. And it says seed control and let events unfold. Full moons are nearly always climaxes and very often about conclusions. I'm hearing climax by Usher. It says full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it portends change, something many of us are uncomfortable with, especially Taurus. Especially Taurus. But change is a part of life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of that fact. Full moon eclipses can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung... I didn't mean to butcher Carl's name, by the way. I know Carl's name is spelled like Jung, but it's pronounced Young. But yeah, that's a side note. Okay, let me keep going. Called the shadow self. Work with your darkness, all right? Ooh, work with your darkness. All right, this is perfectly fitting in with Scorpio season. So for a lot of you guys, something that you may have been experiencing during this eclipse season or something that you may be experiencing during this full moon is going to be some shadow work. All right. And I know some of you guys are like, boo, shadow work. Yeah, shadow work. We all have to do shadow work. So, because you should embrace your shadow. You should accept your shadow. Your shadow is always going to be there. Right? Regardless of how bright you are, regardless of how positive you'll stay, your shadow will always be there. So you might as well let it know, like, hey, I accept you, or I forgive you even, right? Some of you guys may have been having a hard time with releasing some level of guilt, or even resentment around things from the past, situations from the past, even down to the note in that booklet saying that, even if the person didn't do something right, this is your opportunity to let it go so you can move on. Because again, when you hold on to resentment, when you aren't forgiving people, it only really hurts you. It only really hurts you. Even if you feel like, oh no, like they'll always know that I've never forgiven them, regardless of how you feel like that, plays out some level of karma. I'm somebody that genuinely believes, first off, I'm a Scorpio. Okay, so I genuinely believe in karma. But not only do I believe in karma and love her so much, love karma, I understand that we don't have to control anything for things to play out exactly how you would assume they would, right? So do bad things, you're probably going to have consequences. And even if, some people will say like, no, I've never seen this person get in trouble for that, or, they never got reprimanded for this thing. But again, you really don't know what people's karma is. And sometimes people's karma is just simply not having you around anymore, or having to live with the fact that they did that thing. They may have hurt someone that didn't deserve to be hurt, something like that. So I feel like there is a need for you to know that right now, during this moon, similar to this card, Do not try to be anyone's karma. All right. This is a PSA for everybody, but especially Scorpio. Scorpio, listen. Don't try to be anybody's karma. Scorpio placements in general. Fixed signs in general. Fixed signs don't know how to let anything go. Listen up, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. All right. You guys are included too. But all signs, of course. There's a need for you to know that right now, whatever is meant to play out will play out for everyone involved, and the scales will be balanced. And there's no need for anybody to feel like they need to take control or be spiteful or resentful or whatever it is. This is really your chance to let it go and keep it pushing. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, right? And this is really the definition of stay in your lane. And one thing that I will say about Taurus is most times Taurus is in their lane. Taurus likes to stay in that lane. They don't want nobody else in that lane. And we can appreciate Taurus for being that way. All right. Sometimes Taurus just wants to be alone. And when that is the energy, if that is the energy that you're feeling right now, if that's the energy that you're embodying, that is great energy to be in. All right. Even if you're around people, make sure you are minding your business and staying hydrated and possibly eating pasta and lighting a scented candle and writing in a journal and wearing something cute. Like Taurus is all about just enjoying life in general. It's a very sensual energy. It's a very sensual experience when it comes to Venusian energy. We are still also in the Jupiter transit in regards to Jupiter and Taurus. So again, why focus on anybody else when you could just be calling in these big blessings? I feel like a lot of you guys have some big blessings on the horizon. Of course, they're going to take some level of hard work, right, and consistency. However, I feel like it's very much so possible, especially if you have any type of fixed placements, but for everybody involved, the universe right now, there's a lot going on the planet. All right. And, I don't always address these things because, YouTube is sensitive and so are people. But there is a lot going on the planet, even with the recent news about, people doing heinous crimes for no reason at all, in all parts of the world. I feel like there's a need for you to know that right now, the best thing that you could do is provide some level of stability within the collective by just simply doing your healing work, right? Doing the work needed to prepare ourselves for a better planet. And I feel like this is important. All right. So if you're doing it, I'm doing it. We in it together. Let's see what this full moon and Taurus card, though, what this is about. All right. So it says, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. This is on page 70 and 71. Somebody in here could be born in 1970, 1971. It says, sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic and sometimes you need to be practical. And sometimes you need to find a combination of the two. This card suggests that this is where you are now. You need to use the laws of attraction to draw in what you want by imagining it, expecting it, welcoming it. But you need to balance that with taking down to earth steps towards your goals. This isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list of bullet points about how to achieve your dreams. If you're asking about money, this card heralds a change of financial fortunes depending on both your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. Write down 10 things that you know are wonderful about you. All right, that's the attune to the moon message. So yes, write down 10 things that are great about you. There's so many great things about you, I'm sure. Everybody that watches this video, you're amazing. And I'm not just saying it because you're watching this video. I'm saying it because I know a lot of you guys that are watching. And I appreciate you. And I feel like there's something that you need to take a second to recognize about yourself as well. I know we talked about that in that divine feminine energy. You know, Taurus is also Empress energy. So regardless of whether you're masculine or feminine, definitely take the time to be an Empress energy around this moon. Know that everything that you want is coming in, but definitely be grounded enough to make practical plans. The additional meanings of this card says laziness could explain your current situation. If so, change that and own it. All right. So, cut it out. Cut it out. Have you been sleepy? I said I was sleepy. I mean, I've been sleepy, but I still been working. And I even got my nails done. I had to make the time. So I feel like some of you guys definitely, make sure you are doing the things that you need to do, prioritizing the things that you need to prioritize. It says chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream. Yes, yes. This is definitely up my alley. What you guys need to know most, besides knowing your North Node, if you don't know your North Node yet, come on now. No judging. I'm not judging you for it, but come on now. We need you to get in alignment so you can actually know where you're headed or where you should be or how you should operate. But definitely tap into that North Node, look up some videos, some content, anything around your North Node, learn more about it around this moon so you can figure out how you can align in that energy within this next cycle of life. But yes, when it comes down to chasing money never works, right? The more you chase it, the more it runs. So there is a need for you to know what it is that you're passionate about so you never lose that motivation. I try to remind people that all the time too. Like, there's going to be days when the money is not coming in. Trust me. Trust me. There are days when the business is slow. And on those days, it's either give up or keep going, right? Do you love it enough to keep going? Why? Why do you keep going? This is what you need to look into. What is your motivation behind the reason you're making money right now? And if you're in alignment with it, you can just keep on going. You're in alignment. But if you're doing something because, you're afraid that you're going to be broke, or you're in a field of work because your parents said that would be a good field of work, or you're doing something because you've done it for years and you don't know if you really like it, but you're just doing it. There's going to come a time where, again, chasing money is not going to be fulfilling. And it would be much better. I mean, money is important, don't get me wrong. But it would be much better if you actually knew your core motivation for what you do, because it doesn't matter what field of work you're in, you're always going to know what drives you. So take some time to reflect on that during this moon. You also have jealousy or envy create negative energy and attract negativity. All right, I'm hearing jealousy, envy, and greed. Too much of this shit. I don't need it. What song is that? That's Future. And that's Scholarships. I woke up on a daily basis. I count this money up. I'm already rich. Yeah, this is the theme. We're in this energy. You count the money up. You already rich, right? You telling yourself you're already rich because you are. You're rich in spirit, right? If you're not rich in money, you're rich in spirit for sure. So this is the theme. This is the theme of this reading. Yeah, but they're saying jealousy or envy create negative energy and attract negativity. So yes, are you jealous? Are you envious? Do you feel like other people have it easier than you? Is there somebody that you're comparing your life to? Because if so, stay in your lane. Stay in that lane. If you pave your own lane, can't nobody take that from you. So I feel like a lot of you guys need to know as well. This is the time to check yourself. If you've been feeling a little bit too focused on other people, be okay with focusing on yourself during this moon. Nobody's life is better than yours. Look, I'm channeling all kinds of songs. What's up? I'm channeling all kinds of songs. It is all rappers. What's going on with the rappers? I feel like there's a need for you to know that somebody in here could be a rapper. Somebody in here is a musician. If so, you need to know your motivation behind this, right? What kind of music are you putting it out? Why? What type of message are you trying to drive for the people, for society? I feel like this is important. You also have more exercise is called for. Okay, period. I feel like this is important as well, because Taurus will definitely get cozy and comfy and do whatever Taurus wants to do. Tauruses are also very athletic, though. I'm not lying about, it's not all just, laying in bed and eating French fries. But I mean, on a good day, Taurus is cozy. And On an even better day, Taurus is out exercising in nature, most likely. If you get a chance, make sure you go outside during this moon, whether you're outside at night or outside in the daytime. Definitely go outside. The teaching of this card, it says the full moon in Taurus is a time to get back to earth, to get grounded, to work through any negative feelings you've been dealing with, and to find a balance between being passionate and being overly intense. Money issues may come to a head at that time of the full moon in Taurus, but you can take this card as a sign to pay more attention to your cash flow no matter when you draw it. All right, so money may be coming up as a concern for people around this moon. People are thinking about, how can I make more money? You know, where's the money going? How is my money being spent? Which is still, where's the money going? Are my bills being paid? You know, am I budgeting properly? I know I brought that up on that last moon. I don't think it was the Libra moon. It may have been, but there was the last moon read that I did. We brought up that whole numerology card and budgeting and, you know, paying attention to your bank account. That also came up in the Divine Masculine read. So for my Divine Masculines that are watching, this is significant. I hope you took heed. I hope you are doing some budgeting or something like that, because this may be important for you around this time. But let's get into the energy of the reading, see what this reading could be about. Full moon eclipse in Taurus. What is the energy for my collective spirit? Full moon eclipse in Taurus. You have the number 14. Some of you guys could be born on the 14th. This is also May. So it's Taurus energy and Gemini. Some of you guys could be Tauruses or Geminis or have these placements. It says, thorns, weave together the crown you deserve. Some of you guys also have kids. You're going to be around friends during this time period. Did you just hear that honk? Somebody just honked. So that may be significant. Maybe somebody's pulling up. Somebody's pulling up on you during this moon. You guys are going to be hanging out, something like this, or somebody wants to connect with you. This Thorns card has a lot to do with you taking advantage of the fact that you uplift people, or you acknowledging the fact that you uplift people. Roses are significant. Somebody could be getting roses, or this is literally somebody getting their flowers, like getting their roses. Like either somebody is getting flowers that are sent to them, or somebody is getting their flowers like their recognition. Maybe you've been putting in a lot of hard work. You're going to be celebrated very soon, or during this moon. You're being told to celebrate others as well, because weaving together the crown you deserve has more so to do with you giving yourself credit rather than you seeking it from other people. All right, that's a really nice energy to get. Especially in the booklet. The booklet says something around like how people look up to you and how you need to set an example. So definitely remind yourself that during this moon, you are setting an example for the people around you, for the women around you, the men around you, everybody. Let's see, I'm going to get 3 of these. Spirit, angel, ancestor, guides. Can we get 3 sacred geometry cards? Sacred geometry cards, Spirit. Sacred geometry cards for this full moon. We have 12. The number 12 could be December. This is Sagittarius and Capricorn energy, or somebody's born on the 12th. It says change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. So yes, again, this Taurus, Scorpio vibe. I feel like there's a need for you to know that as one cycle closes and one thing ends, and something else changes, something else will be coming in. So a lot of you guys need to embrace change around this time. A lot of you guys need to get comfortable with whatever shifts take place, because they are going to be of benefit to you. You also have healing. Wow. The number 29 could be significant. Somebody could be 29 years old, or somebody is born in November. So this could be about a Scorpio or a Sag. It says the frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. So Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are doing the work here to heal yourselves and embrace the change that's coming in. Some of you guys are definitely going to be outside. I am getting a strong vibe here that some of you need to go outside, or you will be outside, or you will be in a space of meditating and feeling your feelings, paying attention to your body, paying attention to what your mind, your heart, your spirit is telling you, which is very important. For some of you, your spirit is going to tell you that you need to be uplifting people. For others of you, you're going to be in a space where, again, you're going to be healing and changing so much that others will be noticing that you've healed and changed, and you'll be being uplifted by other people. One final card for this reading. One final card for this reading, Spirit. Thank you. Perception, the number 35. Somebody could be 35 years old. Also, somebody could be born in August. This could be about a Leo or a Virgo, or this energy is coming up in your chart. In this reading, it says the frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. All right. So your perception matters. What's currently going on in your life is going to be, defined by how you view it. I feel like a lot of you guys are currently transmuting at this time. Look, it's another 8. Somebody's born in 88, or infinity is important here. The cycles of life is important here. Alchemy, transmutation is important. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemists to perform their miracles of transmutation. So yes, a lot of you guys are going to be transmuting old pain, old memories, old experiences into motivation, into fuel, into optimism around the future. You're no longer going to experience what you've experienced in the past. And I feel like this is something that we are collectively trying to believe or trying to be in the energy of. So this is definitely coming up as significant messages for this collective. We have balance, giving Libra vibes. It says, may you find equilibrium in motion. All right, yeah, because I feel like a lot of you guys, this down period or this period of planning is not a standstill. All right, how eclipses work is that there's shifts that come very quickly. And I feel like if things are shifting very quickly, or if things are changing for us, there is a need for you to kind of stay on your toes, or prepare yourself for what's to come, or find some level of balance in the process of transitioning. All right, a lot of you guys are going to be transitioning into a new phase of your life, a new cycle of your life. Okay. You got journey. May you seek adventure. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are ready for something new, ready to experience new things, see new things. Again, somebody's going to Italy. Somebody wants to travel. Somebody lives in Italy already. I feel like there's an energy here of people wanting to see a different perspective of the world. Like, this is going on collectively. A lot of us are more open or more aware of what's going on in other parts of the world, or in our own society. And I feel like now that this is all occurring, a lot of us are like, well, what's going on in that other place, or what's going on in another part of the world? So some of you guys are definitely going to think about, may end up planning some level of travel around this moon. We also have courageous. It says, may each breaking wave build your courage. Yes. And I feel like even if you are suffering from some level of confusion or adversity around this time, or if you're coming out of a period of adversity, you're definitely being encouraged to be courageous about what's to come, or about what you've already experienced. There's a strong vibe here that a lot of you guys are way more evolved than you were this time last year, or within the last 2 years. I feel like a lot of you guys have shifted drastically in your life. Your relationships have shifted. You lost friends, you gained friends. You lost assets, you gained new assets. You've changed different parts of yourself. You're now a whole new person. And I feel like because you're in this energy, your guides are saying, you've been courageous up to this point. This is the time to really embrace your courage. All right. Because the things that you've been through, you still were able to survive. So give yourself more credit. And what else about this energy? All right, the time on my phone says 111. Last but not least, you have expansive. May you connect to the whole. And this is also a great time to, again, look at how she's on this card with the 3 women. This is also a great time for you to connect. So whether you guys are posting around this moon, whether you guys are physically going outside, whether you guys are, around the people that you love, whether you're around family, friends, what have you, your partner, whatever it is, I feel like this is also a great time for you to connect with people, for you to kind of allow yourself to come into contact with new soul family if that's something that you've been looking for. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck you have reveal. May openness lead you to connection, because I feel like it's time for you to be yourself. It's time for you to be yourself. It's time for you to do what you want to do, say what you want to say, express yourself in the ways that you haven't expressed yourself before. And I feel like this is important. This is important around this moon because, in order for you to receive the recognition or the validation or the support that you actually want, you gotta be authentic. You gotta be your most authentic self. So I feel like this is important. All right, so let's see what's going on with the collective under this full moon eclipse. What's the overall energy for the collective in this reading, Spirit? Angel, ancestor, guys, overall energy for the collective in this reading. What's this? The 3 of Wands. Some of you guys are fire signs, Aries, Leo, or Sag. For some reason, I just got called to, call this a candelabra. I don't know why. I don't know why they just made me say this. Maybe some of you guys have this. Some of you guys have this like on a table. You're setting up things for Halloween. You're doing something where you're decorating. We love this for you. All right. Behind that, you also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got the 3 of Wands, the 7 of Wands. Now, what is this about? Some of you guys are definitely fire signs that are watching this reading. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Again, energy is what matters most, so don't worry too much about the signs. The Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys are in a space where it's either one of 2 things. Some of you are looking at the future and you're realizing that it's going to take a lot of energy, a lot of effort to fight for what you want. All right? To get what you need out of life. To acquire what you're trying to manifest for yourself. Yes, you definitely could be an absolute Taurus. This is all Taurus. Some of you guys could be in a relationship as well. You can be looking at this relationship and you're like, damn, it's going to be hard working through this relationship. But for others of you, I'm also getting a vibe here too where somebody is blocking their destiny. Either somebody is blocking your destiny or somebody is blocking their own destiny. There's something here about somebody looking for their ships to come in or new opportunities to arrive, but either somebody blocking it or you are blocking it. For some of you, the thing that's blocking it is your belief systems. For others of you, what's blocking it is your what do you call it? Not your Hierophant. Your belief systems. For others of you, it's your job. All right, that could be blocking it. But I'm also getting to, like I said before, some of you know that your future will require some level of fight. You know you're going to have to fight for what you want. And I feel like you're at a point where now you are, sorry, I hit the camera. Now you're in a space where you're like, okay, well, I have to commit myself to something. All right, so we'll see what you're committing yourself to. Actually, let me get a third card for this. But for some of you, there could be a relationship that's also blocking you. Some of you are married. and this is blocking you when it comes to getting what you want, or you're in a job that you're committed to that is blocking you from getting what you want for some reason. Or again, if this is about you receiving your flowers, receiving what you want through this, there's like an energy here where it's like you're not getting what you want just yet because again, maybe you've been in a very traditional space, or you haven't been showing people the whole of your personality or who you are. Even when it comes to dating, maybe you're not showing everybody who you are when you're dating them or something like this. You've been blocking your own opportunities from coming in. I feel like now's the time for you to be a little bit more authentic. Why is this here with the 3 of Wands and the 7 of Wands? Or in your career, you're missing out on career growth because you're not being as authentic. You're not connecting with the whole. Yeah, the moon. It's your fears. Some of you guys are very afraid. Yeah. Look how he's like, no more. He's like, no more. No more. Yeah. This could definitely have to do with you connecting with people. Some of you guys have had some bad experiences when it comes to connecting with people, whether you've been put in third parties, or you've been put in like third parties in friendships, or you've been betrayed by people. I feel like there's a fear here when it comes to your future. And again, I don't know whether you've been blocking your own ships from coming in, or if you just felt like it's going to be an uphill battle for you to get what you want. But I do feel like there's a need for you to know that, like that surrender to the divine card, some things you just got to let go of. You know, sometimes you got to let go of your fears so you can meet the new people, so you can have the conversations. I feel like there's a need for you to know that if you're willing to kind of like take a leap of faith into unknown territory, there will be success. There will be some level of change. What's the energy of the collective that I'm speaking to? What's the energy of the collective that I'm speaking to? You could be a Pisces or a Cancer as well, dealing with one. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The Fool, ooh. Aquarius, Aries energy. Some of you guys have pets. If you have a pet, go on a walk with your pet today. All right, this is important. Look at this. What's that? The 6 of Potions. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, and Aquarius. What's the energy of the collective in this reading? This came up in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of Needles in reverse. Love that. Love that it came up in reverse. One more. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. One more. 9 of Needles. Yeah. Some of you guys are thinking about the past. Somebody's thinking about the past. I feel like some of you guys are considering taking a leap of faith on something that you've already invested in. All right. This could even be a project. This doesn't have to be a relationship. For some of you, it's definitely a relationship. All right. Some of you guys are considering taking a leap of faith on a relationship, friendship, partnership from your past. Because you finally got out of your head. Some of you guys were taking some time to heal. Right? You were doing the work to heal yourself. You've been trying to take more time to process your feelings and, tie up your own wounds. Maybe in the past you relied heavily on other people fixing you. I feel like you've gotten out of the space of assuming that other people could fix you. But for some reason, the 9 of Swords is coming up. And I feel like, in the traditional tarot, the 9 of Swords is the lady or the man that's laying in the bed and he's super stressed out. Some of you guys are wanting to take a leap of faith, but there's still an energy here of you possibly either being afraid of being authentic when it comes to taking this leap of faith. Or there's something here about you being stressed out about, maybe about what you want to offer. Some of you guys are comedians. All right, look how all these cards are smiling. Maybe some of you guys are like wanting to say something funny to someone or message someone or just be nice to someone again from the past. revisit something from the past. Why is that Six of Cups there? But you're stressed. Why is that Six of Cups there? Ooh. Why is that Six of Cups there? Ten of Presents. This is either something related to a relationship or your legacy. Some of you guys are reflecting on your family dynamic. Maybe you're trying to get out of a space again when it comes to this whole like uphill battle vibe. Maybe this doesn't stem from an actual relationship of your own. This comes from a family dynamic or the relationship between your parents. Some of you guys are trying to take a leap of faith on something where you feel like it's time to move forward. You could be a Cancer. You're dealing with a Cancer. Yeah, somebody's ready to take action on something that they feel like it's time to move forward with. A business, a relationship. Why is the Eight of Needles here in reverse? Eight of Needles in reverse. The time says 1:21. Why is Eight of Needles in reverse here? With the Five of Wands. Yeah. I feel like if you were in conflict with somebody in the past, or if somebody felt like you were conflicted, that's why I'm getting this whole smiling energy. Some of y'all still stressed out, but people can't tell because you're smiling. Some of y'all are still stressed out, but people can't tell because you're smiling. And there's either someone in your energy, or this is you. You're wanting to make a move towards someone that you've been watching, or there's people that are watching you. Look how the Five of Candles in here. Some of you guys were definitely in a third party, or this is about a friend group of some sort. 3 people up there too. 3 people. There's something going on here where it's like there's no more conflict in a situation. So now somebody wants to take a leap of faith towards something from the past. However, I feel like there's stress here. And the stress has something to do with, again, somebody maybe assuming that there's going to be an uphill battle, or that there's going to be, you know, like it's going to be too much to fix this. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Why is that Nine of Swords here? Yeah, Knight of Needles and the Eight of Presents. For some of you, this is definitely about a job situation as well. Somebody's trying to figure out whether they can put their energy towards something related to a job. All right. Or to work with someone. Somebody's ready to work with someone. But there's some sort of issue here, because I feel like the person that you want to work with, or the energy that you're curious about, is either avoiding you currently, or, yeah, somebody could be avoiding someone or something. The time says 1, 2, 3. What's the external energy of this reading? External energy of the collective watching this. External energy of the collective. You have the, must be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. You have the 9 of Candles, 9 of Wands, the 6 of Needles. So first off, if you're stressed out, somebody outside of you is also stressed. So, just so you know. Why is this here with the 6 of Needles? Somebody's stressed, but they're moving forward. Why is the 6 of Needles here? Why is the 6 of Needles here? You see how also on the other card of Sally, she was patching herself up? I feel like you and this person have done some sort of healing work on yourselves. Why is the 6 of Needles here, Spirit? Ten of Cups. Wow. With the Justice card. Wow. This could definitely be about a family dynamic, a relationship. Some of you are either, again, this is either thinking about going back to a job or going back to something you love, but there's something else that's blocking you from this. I said it was your fears, but for some of you, it could also be something related to a relationship. Yes. Some of you guys are dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or this is your energy. You're thinking about taking a leap of faith towards this person. This Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra in particular. Why is the Justice card here? I feel like somebody outside of you wants to make things right. But there's either an energy here of feeling ignored, or this person is ignoring the opportunity to change things with you. All right. Even though this person does feel like you are wish fulfillment or are family to them, there's an energy of you being more focused on the practical side of things and this person being in a more emotional space. Maybe this person views you emotionally as someone that they could have something long term with, but they don't recognize any type of space for this to solidify in the 3D. I feel like you're ready to take a leap of faith to solidify it in the 3D. Or you're wanting to take a leap of faith on this opportunity that you've been ignoring. Because in the past, a lot of you guys may have been in an energy where, again, you talked up a good game, but you did not fulfill it. I feel like now there's like less conflict around you, so you're ready to try something like this. Why is this happening? Temperance. It's divinely guided. Some of you guys connect with Archangel Michael. Or somebody is manifesting. Like really manifesting. Like we got some kitchen witches in here. We got some people who knows how to light a candle or mix a potion. Why is all of this happening with the Temperance card? For others of you, though, I am getting like there's a balance here, kind of like how that Taurus full moon card said that you need to find a balance between your imagination and your practicality. I feel like this is something that a lot of you guys are doing currently, that you want to do. Why is this here? Sagittarius is on the board. Temperance. High Priestess. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody's been waiting. Knight of Presents. Look, Ten of Needles in reverse. Somebody's been waiting for things to move forward. Or somebody's been waiting for you to get out of your head. Now, for some of you, this is like an audience of people. There's a soul tribe or audience of people somewhere that has been waiting for you to get out of your head. For you to be healed enough to collaborate, or for you to be healed enough to share your gifts. I feel like these people around you, again, may have really saw potential for you to do something, but they also felt like you didn't have it in you to physically do that thing. Like physically make it happen. I'm even getting to some of you guys, there's somebody in your environment that has either been ignoring a divorce that you guys are supposed to be going through, or they've been ignoring, again, the opportunity to make amends. Like if you are already separated from someone, or if there has already been some sort of rift between the two of you, I feel like somebody has been ignoring the opportunity to make amends or make things right. And I don't know whether they've been ignoring it because they feel like you owe them an apology, Or I don't know whether they haven't been doing it because they feel like you were the one that was hurt. So you needed to forgive them. But somebody feels like you're no longer hurt. Why is the 10 of Needles here in reverse? 10 of Needles in reverse. Yeah. Somebody has forgiven the other person. 1, 2, 3, 4. For holding back. Yes. Somebody's forgiven someone for holding back. They're either deciding to open up or they're being optimistic about this opportunity again. Somebody's deciding to communicate is what I'm seeing. What's the challenge here? Time says 1:31. What's the challenge here? What's the challenge here? The challenge. The King of Needles. An air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is a challenge. Oof. The Devil. My goodness. Maybe acknowledging the toxicity is a challenge, or facing a fear is a challenge. Some of you guys, there's a toxic air sign or Capricorn that has done something in the midst of this connection. If there is a connection here. Knight of Potions. I'm also getting too, somebody's really afraid of showing themselves. Again, showing their gifts or sharing their feelings with someone. Why is the Knight of Potions here? Somebody watch Futurama, because this is giving me that one guy. I can't remember his name. But it looks like the one man. This wasn't the card. Yeah. For some of you, you guys are definitely exes. Or you're in a space where you and this person are operating out of logic more than anything. Somebody's having a hard time with expressing their feelings to the other one. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo. I feel like it's because somebody chooses, like actively chooses to be on their own. So if somebody decides to reach out, there's like an energy here of like potentially being rejected. 1:33 on the time. Why is the Devil card here? Page of Wands. 8 of Cups. The Star. Yeah, I feel like somebody was afraid to walk away from something. Or like somebody's going to get news about someone walking away from something. An old relationship, an old friendship, old feelings. Somebody may have needed to decide to do this in order for this situation to unfold, for this situation to heal. Yeah, with this Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aries, Scorpio. I feel like somebody needed to have an epiphany around the amount of opportunities that this situation still had the capacity to manifest. Or there's something here where it's like somebody in this equation realized that they had more opportunities. All right. And maybe this is why somebody decided to walk away, or this is somebody's fear. This is why somebody doesn't reach out. Somebody's afraid that the other person will say they have other options. Or that they've seen through an illusion of some sort. Maybe again, because somebody in this equation wasn't being authentic prior. I feel like now that someone has seen through the illusion, the other person is afraid that this is the thing that will stop the connection from unfolding. What's the advice for my collective? Or this opportunity from unfolding? What's the advice for my collective? 3 of Potions in reverse. What's the advice for my collective? 3 of Potions in reverse. Hermit in reverse. Five of Presents. Whoa. Five of Potions. Wow. For a lot of you guys, you're being told to come back out there or put yourself back out there. But there's an investment that has ended. Completely. The cycle has completed. And I even feel like somebody has evolved after leaving this cycle behind. Somebody has become the Empress. In the process of moving away from this old investment. Why is the 5 of Pentacles here? You could be dealing with, or you are, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Why is the Hermit in reverse? Hermit is in reverse with the Death card. Scorpio energy heavy. I feel like a lot of you guys are being told to come out of this period of isolating yourselves to show people who you really are now. All right? To stop holding yourself back from people who want to connect with you. But I will say that it looks like they're telling you to aim more so for new connections rather than old ones. Why is the 5 of Cups here? Yeah. Because some of you guys are really disappointed by this air sign, or some of you have became more serious about your boundaries because of some sort of disappointment. What about the 5 of Pentacles? You're still grieving something is what I'm seeing as well. What about that 5 of Pentacles? Yeah. I feel like some of you guys have gotten the truth about a situation. Some of you could have been put in a third party in the past. All right. For some of you, the conflict here is that somebody was in a commitment and they could not choose between you or their commitment. Or there was some level of betrayal here at some point in time. Somebody was waiting for the other person to forgive them or to get over what happened. But I feel like a lot of you guys have realized, like, yes, I do need to meet new people, but I've also changed. Like, I've evolved in the process of being away from you, which has now caused me to change my perspective on this situation. And it's kind of pushing me to allow this burden to go. Yeah. For some of you, when you think about this situation, again, it kind of makes you feel like you want to look towards the future or think about the future or think about the opportunities that you have coming in. For some of you, you may even feel like this is a connection that needs time, like maybe in the future it'll be worth it. But for others of you, again, I feel like there's a strong emphasis here on kind of feeling like what has played out needed to be played out, needed to be learned, and that was the end of it. Right? Like that was the karma. What's more advice for the collective in this reading? More advice for the collective in this reading. More advice for the collective in this reading. Yeah. I feel like you're meant to use this situation as motivation for you to share something with the world. Possibly in some sort of gift. Like a business project, a business that you start. Yeah. Emperor. Some of you guys are meant to be entrepreneurs, business owners. If not already, you're meant to expand in these arenas. Models, influencers, public speakers. People want to watch you. This situation made you stronger, wiser. I feel like a lot of you guys have the potential of being revisited by someone from the past. But I think that you're going to know that, you know, after this encounter, there may be a wake-up call that, oh, you know, I've still been projecting some sort of fear onto people. But you're also going to recognize, like, but I also should move forward or be open to new people. Because maybe you realize that you are actually healed or that you did actually forgive this person. Why is this here? But the universe is telling you to start this project or do something new in your career or share your gifts somehow. There could even be a new person in your energy. I am really getting this as job related though. Some of you guys have a passion that you need to be pursuing. Something that this situation may have motivated you into pursuing. And I'm assuming it's positive. When we talk about transmutation, even if this was a negative experience, some of you guys are going to be able to use this situation, this relationship, this experience as fuel to either help other people learn or to inspire them to heal, to feel something, to make plans, better plans. One more advice card and then we'll get into closing messages. One more advice card, Spirit. One more advice card. Yeah. It's time to heal. It's time to put yourself out there and heal. Some of you guys are really supposed to have some level of stardom or fame in this lifetime. All right, a lot of you guys that watch me are meant to be in the public eye or are meant to be celebrated for what you share. And I feel like if you really do have a story, a testimony, something that you feel like would be informative and healing for other people, share it. I highly recommend you share it in whatever medium of work you choose to do it in. Some of you guys could be fashion designers. Others of you could be drivers, Uber drivers. You talk in your car, you do a podcast, you write something, you sing, you cook. All right, you're a physical trainer, you blog. Like, there's something here about you being able to use this experience as fuel. But you have to be courageous enough to do that, to be authentic, to speak about it. I'm also getting too, like, if this person comes back around or if somebody in your energy, like, you go back around to somebody else, I think that you are going to learn, again, in the process of coming back around, that things have changed, but also things ended for a reason. Messages for the collective in this reading, Spirit. Messages for the collective in this reading. Wishbone, affirmation. Thanksgiving may be significant for someone. All right, this card reads, this is on page 112 and 113. It says, this card marks new life. Whether it comes in the form of a long-awaited baby, a new venture, or a great change for the better. It signals the perfect time to birth new ideas and restart projects that have been stuck in the pipeline. Isn't that amazing that this came out? This is a very fertile time for you, so get your creative juices flowing and focus on all you would like to bring about. Keeping your thoughts positive and seeing the best in and for yourself to ensure the magic of the wishbone blesses your hopes for a new life. Say daily affirmations for all that you wish for and all you desire to be. The time is right and your success is assured. So breathe renewed energy into all that has been waiting to come into fruition. Absolutely. The incantation of this card says, I'll start right now with no delay. Creativity's the way. In projects new, I hold no doubt, success for me will come about. The other divinatory meanings of this card, it says this is a great time for new ventures and projects. Stop procrastinating. Develop and unleash your creative side. Put your natural talents to good use. Success is guaranteed. Yes. News of an impending birth brings great joy. Are some of y'all pregnant? Is somebody pregnant here? I didn't pick up on it in the reading too heavy, but somebody could be pregnant here. If so, congratulations. If you already had your kid, congratulations. For some of you, this doesn't have to do with a literal pregnancy. For some of you, this is just an energetic pregnancy when it comes to the ideas and a project that you may be wanting to put out. They're letting you know that you're getting close to the end of a tough cycle in regards to that, or you're about to have the opportunity to start up something that you're passionate about. So get excited. All right, we're also going to pull a self-care oracle. Why not? Self-care for the collective around this time. Flow like water. Wow. Some of you guys need to be swimming. 24 could be significant. Or June, Cancer, and Gemini. You also have massage. Ooh. Some of you guys need to get a massage. This is giving me like hotel. Some of you guys may need to go to a hotel where there is a pool and get a massage. If you can, of course. 34 is significant as well. So some of you guys can be 34 or 7. That is July. So Cancer and Leo may be significant here. So you guys definitely may need a massage. That's very Venusian. Message for the full moon lunar eclipse. Message for the full moon lunar eclipse. Ooh. I'm Hotep, visionary. Wow. This is on page 84, 85, and 86. Some of you guys are born in 1984, 1985, and 1986. It says, I'm Hotep, visionary, designing the future, fusing ancient wisdom with modern methods. It says, Imhotep started life as a commoner, but through his visionary genius became enormously influential in Egypt during the Third Dynasty. He was a high priest of Heliopolis, vizier to the kings, and chief architect to King Dosser's step pyramid, which paved the way for the Great Pyramids. Known as the first physician, Imhotep was practicing medicine over 2,000 years before Hippocrates was born. His legacy was so profound that after his death, he was elevated to a god of medicine and architecture. Without Imhotep, modern medicine might not be where it is today. It says, when Imhotep appears, it's a clear indication of your visionary gifts. Your soul's intention is to create pioneering change through implementing divinely inspired ideas. There's no doubt that you've come to Earth to redesign infrastructures, stir up the pot of established protocols, and use innovative and progressive methods to evolve humanity. You're a visionary, guided by the divine to implement projects that can help, heal, and inspire our world. What do you want to improve or innovate? Maybe you're a teacher who's frustrated by the education system, or a medical professional who'd love to combine modern medicine with holistic treatments. Perhaps your passion lies in environmentalism, politics, science, or fighting prejudice and injustice. If you're passionate about what needs to evolve, then you're the one who can make a difference. Imhotep is guiding you step by step. Take it one day at a time and break the big vision down into manageable chunks. You can be a trailblazer who fuses ancient wisdom and cutting-edge technique. This is your time to change the world. Wow. I love it. The additional meanings of this card, it says, you're an indigo soul, a passionate person with a divine mandate to tear down the old and build the new. Life is bringing the perfect lessons and challenges needed to fire up your sacred purpose. A career path in medicine or architecture is opening up for you. Be bold and confident about sharing your ideas. The invocation of this card says, my mind is in touch with divine ideas. My visions create a better world. Like I said in the beginning, right now is really a time for us to start caring about what's going on in the world. And I feel like some of you guys already care, but you don't realize how big of an impact you actually could have if you tried to make a difference. And even though some of you may feel like, no, I have tried, I am trying, I'm getting a vibe here where it's like maybe part of you is trying to figure out, okay, well, how can I revive this relationship or whatever it is? But if a connection is not in alignment with your purpose or where you're headed currently, allow that to just be released into the divine. The connections that you actually are aligned with or that you feel are running smoothly, you don't even have to have any concerns about, overextending yourself or putting a lot of energy into it. But for some of you, you may be thinking about or focused on, again, opportunities from the past or people from the past that you may have finally forgiven or learned a lesson from, but it doesn't mean you need to revisit it. If anything, you need to elevate. And I feel like this is important. The time says 1:55. It's time for you to really step up, is what I'm getting. Look. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Some of you guys are definitely losing something that you had before so that you can learn how to appreciate yourself a bit more. It says self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yes, I feel like one thing that you need to know is your impact was definitely felt or is felt with the people that you come into contact with. So much so to the point where these people are like, I really hope that this person comes back around to forgive me or to show that they care or to let me know that things are okay or that they want to move forward. But I feel like if you were to revisit something from the past around this time, it's very likely that you'll learn that you've outgrown it already within whatever amount of time you've already been putting in. You've changed, you've evolved. And this doesn't mean you close off from the people around you, but, there's no need to force things that were divinely guided to end. Especially if there was an illusion in place prior. Advice or a mantra. What's the mantra for my collective in this reading? The universe works fast when I'm having fun. Love it. Have some fun this weekend. You also have at the bottom, I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. Yes, I feel like, did you learn anything? It's important to ask yourself around this time, what did I learn? Did I learn anything? How did this impact me? How did this change my perception of what I've already been through? I feel like these thoughts are very important. These conversations will be very important. So definitely take the time to process your feelings and plan for the future, because I feel like your life's about to change drastically and for the better. So that is all that I have for this reading, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed the reading, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box for the channel songs. Book a personal reading with me if you need any further assistance. And enjoy this lunar eclipse. Release everything that you need to, and keep your head up. Keep your head in the clouds, but feet on the ground. Because I definitely feel like you're about to ascend. All right. So that is all that I have. Night night.